very early today. The only thing that I do right now for, it's definitely not for a living, but it's for something to keep me occupied, as I make origami boxes and I sell them. I'll spend like maybe 4 hours over at the market selling it on Saturdays, and I go out about once an hour. I go out and sit in the car, and every hour and a half or so, go out and sit in the car and rest so I can make sure I don't hurt myself. It gets a bit frustrating over time because I'm so used to being able to do everything. Just, what, 8 years ago or something, everything was, oh, it's been longer than that actually, with the back issues. Anyway, I digress. So I'm gonna go over and do that today, and we have 3 containers of green beans from the garden that I'm gonna take with me and sell as well. And I'll probably sell a box, which is probably like 10 bucks. And all the green beans, I'm gonna sell those for $3 per pint. And yeah, so I'll get a little bit of that today in the video. So hello again. I spent about 2.5 hours down at the market and had a rest. I actually had 2 rests in the car. The only problem with that is with my right knee dislocated, I'm trying to remember and make sure, like, I don't want to overuse the brace because it ends up causing like atrophy problems, but I obviously don't want to underuse the brace. And also when I'm out doing things, I need to have it on there so I remember to be more careful, right? So it's needed, but it needs to be moderated, or whatever term you want to use. So getting in and out of my car and driving is a lot. Like, I didn't realize with the brace on, it forces me to like kind of do a lot of movements that are really unnatural for my right hip. And also I have to bend my leg much further than I normally would, because the way that the brace holds it, I have to get everything bent way up like this to get my leg out. So I think what I'm going to do is getting in and out of the car. If I have to drive anywhere, I'll be putting my brace on like as I'm getting out of the car, because that's an okay seated position. I've got my legs sticking out of the door, so imagine that the door is open, and then I can put the brace on. Sorry, I was just outside. My allergies are being crazy. So I can put that brace on and then hop along my merry way. And yeah, so I think that that's going to end up being a thing, because if I need to drive, then I need to drive. So market was good today. I sold one of the large origami boxes, and I brought some beans in from the garden, and I sold one of the containers of beans. So I made 24 bucks today, which was pretty cool. Wee Woo wants to come inside because I'm inside, so one sec. So anywho, Miss Wee Woo got her way, of course. She's like, I'm done being outside now. Come rescue me. I'm going to die. And that's her level of drama when it comes to that. Anyway, yeah, so, I mean, so far so good today, and the weather is gorgeous out. We just spent about an hour outside just listening to the birds, and the only issue is that I was sitting with the reflection of the kitchen window on my head at first, and it burned my scalp. Like ginger problems, okay? Redhead problems. And then I went out again after we moved everything around and got me more shade. And we have a big hatch out of baby spiders out there. And so they're like floating on, they've got like the big long string of their web floating behind them as they're floating through the air trying to find new places. And I had like 3 of them land on me. I was like, okay, I'm done between the sun burning me and the, no. But it was lovely for while it lasted. So that was what we've been doing for about the last hour. I also ate some curry, leftover curry for lunch. And that was very good. I don't know if have I filmed making curry? Probably will again this month. Usually in the fall is when I crave soup the most, or anything like that, stews, curries. So yeah, I've been doing since as soon as the weather started changing, I started making like big vats of soups and stews and chilies and things like that. So very good times for me and for whomever I happen to gift the rest of the vat to. So that's what's going on today. Oh, actually, one second. I'm going to rest my arm and then we'll get back to this. So, later this afternoon, usually on Saturdays, I have, as you all know, I have you might not know. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Kelly. I have a limited amount of spoons. And so I only have so much energy for any of the things. And Saturdays, I usually go to the vend at the booth for about 3 or 4 hours, depending on how long I can stay. Today, like I said, was approximately 3 hours, but with rests in between, so total it was probably under 2 hours. And then in the afternoon, I hang out and get rested here, usually take a nap, and I go and visit my friends that also have booths that I used to be neighbors with, Susan. And you've seen her in previous videos in like just party situations, like visiting when we were barbecue, because we had the monthly barbecue at my old apartment complex. So I'm still friends with Susan, and Sherry has been her long-term bestie forever. So that's who I usually end up having a couple-hour visit with in the afternoon on Saturdays. So I'm going to be going over and visiting just for a couple hours. They're going to have pizza, and I'm going to bring over some leftovers because I can't do pizza anymore, unfortunately, unless I separate all the parts out and make it into some kind of deconstructed thing without the crust. But you know how it is. So I just live here. My body does what it wants. So anyway, I don't know if this is the last video that I'm going to have today, but we'll find out. So, I have a big shout out. I have my disability hearing coming up on the 19th, and I'm asking everybody who knows me and knows what I've been going through for the last 2 years, and knows you have to go through the process and get the 2 denials, and then you have to go to the appeal judge. And so I have the judge hearing on the 19th, and what's at stake with all of that, which I'll go into in a different video, and asking for good vibes, good luck, prayers, whatever it is that you do, please send it my way in the next couple weeks, because the judge will be reviewing all of my medical records and making a decision. And I really hope this goes through. And so my friends, I have several friends that I don't know, I asked permission to say their names, but you know who you are. Thank you so much for, you guys were all in a group on a Zoom, and you burned a prosperity candle for me and sent out good vibes and all the loves, and I just really appreciate it more than I can ever say. So wonderful to have so many wonderful people in my life. So thank you guys all, and